No, Mr. Giant Ant, don't eat me! Can't you see I'm trying to help? Ah! Doctor! Doctor!
I'm here, Nate.
The zombie things are following me just like you wanted.
Good. Well done, Nate. Lead them straight on and out of the containment unit.
Specimens escaping containment. Repeat, specimens escaping containment.
Ah, there you are, Nate.
And here come the zombie!
Right. Okay. Next stage of the plan.
Keep running?
Keep running!
Did you manage to deactivate the magma stabilizers?
Alert! Magma stabilizers have been deactivated. Repeat, magma stabilizers have been deactivated.
Does that answer your question?
Great! So what happens now? Please don't say we get melted by lava, because that would be a big disappointment.
Simple, really. Keep running and... There! You see it?
The TARDIS! The lava's approaching it.
Oh, yes. Well, that was always a danger.
What happens if it gets swallowed in lava? Will it be destroyed?
Of course not. It's nigh indestructible.
Oh, good.
It will, however, be impossible to enter, so hurry.
Oh.
The Zarbi have escaped the containment area and magma is destroying the facility. The experiment has failed. Sending report to Franxis. Franxis no longer responds to reports. He has been gone for longer than the acceptable time frame. What other action can we take? Our directives are to obey and report. Other units have tried to contact him. Contact was lost almost immediately. We have no alternative. Sending report. Deploy. Stability of structure is compromised. Destruction of facility predicted in 3, 2...
Oh, that was close. If we hadn't gotten to the TARDIS in time.
We both have tans, the kind that leave you crispy and well done. But we did make it in time. And I, for one, appreciate the chance to cool down.
Me too. I'm sweating buckets.
Yeah, you might want to change your clothes.
Is it that bad?
Well, it's not like you have pit stains or anything.
Oh, God!
Oh, what I meant was I didn't notice them.
I'll be right back. Oh.
Franxis tinkering knows no bounds, genetically manipulating the Zarbi to make them lava-proof. Flame-spitting fire Zarbi was just the latest in a long line of atrocities.
But you put a stop to it!
You mean we did? I couldn't have done it without you. How old are you, Nate?
28. Nearly 29. Well, I think. My birthday's June 13th. The time in the TARDIS is weird.
I forget how young you are sometimes.
I like that you give creatures a chance. You don't kill them as your first choice.
That's the easy way out. Just because it's easy doesn't make it right.
Those fire Zarbi are still alive, even though they shouldn't exist.
It's not their fault. They didn't choose to be that way. And they're not naturally aggressive. They're just impressionable. Seems the least I could do was end the experiments and set them free. Destroying the experimental facility was a bonus.
What do you think Franxis' endgame is?
I'm not convinced he has one. His errant abuse of time travel seems more like a foolish way of passing the time than for a specific goal. I mean, what would he actually achieve by saving all those species from going extinct and preserving them for his future?
Well, it's not exactly an evil aim, though, is it? It's almost nice. Like Noah's Ark, using genetic manipulation.
Don't tell me you approve.
After what happened to my hometown when the Wirren he created went there, definitely not.
Yes, tampering with nature is dangerous. And he will find out the meaning of hubris the hard way. It's just a matter of, well, time.
What will happen to them?
The fire Zarbi? I don't know. Either Franxis will get his wish and they'll survive into the distant future, or they'll die out. Time will tell.
How does Franxis manipulate history so casually? I mean, the butterfly effect is a thing, right?
Oh, time is dangerous, yes. But it's also incredibly large. If you consider the sheer stretch of time in a million years, species emerging, evolving, or dying out, generations coming and going, sometimes things disappear without even a trace. The next million years, the exact same things happen, more species, more generations, more planets, another million and another. Now consider 1 trillion years. By the time Franxis comes from, the year 7 trillion, all of this is just a distant echo. When you cross such extreme strands of time, years become more like destinations. Franxis is on an island. He can go places and tinker as much as he likes. The vast ocean around his island of time protects him from the fallout. Does that make sense?
I think so. Makes my head spin a little.
Never mind. You look much fresher in those clothes.
Thanks. Don't you need to freshen up?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Time Lords run a little hotter than humans anyway, so I can cope with the heat.
Really? So that's 2 hearts, the ability to change bodies, and a body temperature of...
59 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I forget just how alien you are.
Is that a problem?
No, of course not. What are we going to do now?
A time drone escaped the destruction. I'm tracking it, hoping it'll lead me to Franxis.
Just like when we tracked him last time.
Exactly. That's the good thing about machines. Predictable. Running a trace now. Ah! Ouch! Nate, what was that?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just hit you?
Yes, and I'd like to know why.
I can't. My head. It hurts.
Nate? Nathan, what is wrong?
Kill the doctor.
What?
I must kill the doctor.
No, Nate! Get away from me!
Kill!
You're joking me!
Kill the doctor! What the? Doctor! Oh, what have I done? Oh, why? Why did I? Oh,
That's what I'd like to know too.
Doctor! You're alive! Oh, thank heavens! Oh,
Another Time Lord quirk. We have a respiratory bypass system that allows us to survive strangulation. Luckily, you didn't know that.
but I do now. I won't make the same mistake again. Kill the doctor!
I'm sorry, Nate, but this isn't you, and I will defend myself.
Kill!
Ha! Don't worry, Nate. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Ah, Sly, you've returned.
Yes. Another of these arrived. They are persistent.
They're my loyal servitors. They'll do what I tell them to do.
Then tell them to stop. They are bothersome.
I can't. You've confiscated my equipment.
What do you require?
My control pad and vortex manipulator.
Here is your control pad.
And my vortex manipulator?
Order the time drones to cease. The General is concerned that the energy spikes they give off will announce this station's location to the enemy.
Very well, temporal drones deactivated. Now, my vortex manipulator.
Not yet.
But why? Is your general not happy with the weapon?
He is pleased. Very pleased. The Tribrid is physically brilliant. It has outmatched our finest soldiers. It will be put to the ultimate test soon.
Then I shall be free to go.
When victory is ours, yes.
Nathan! Come inside now, please. Oh, there you are. Look at you. You're filthy. Go inside. Go on. I'll clear up the toys you've left lying around. Typical 4-year-old. Oh, Mrs. Roberts. What are you doing here so early?
I came to see Nathan.
Oh, what hit me?
I did. I'm sorry, but I had no choice.
What? Why? What happened?
Don't you remember?
Remember what?
You You tried to kill me. You attacked me, hit me, and strangled me.
I'd never do that.
Not normally, no.
God, those red marks on your neck. I did that. Doctor, I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
I don't have to, Nate. I think you're being controlled by an external force. You said your head was hurting. That points to mind control.
Doctor? Am I floating?
Yes, you're in the TARDIS Zero room. It neutralizes all incoming or outgoing signals and helps the user to rest and heal from all manner of injuries, but most importantly, mental ones. I want you to stay here for a while. It'll be safer.
For who?
Both of us. Nate, I want to link our minds together. Would you object?
I guess not. But why?
It'll help me to examine your thoughts and see what it was that made you act that way. Perhaps allow me to stop whatever it was from happening again.
Okay. Go ahead.
Grab my hand. I'll pull you down a little.
Okay. Whoa!
Easy does it. Right. I'm just going to place my fingertips on your temples and establish a telepathic link.
Will it hurt?
Not at all.
What happened? You sounded like you were in pain.
I was. There's a shadow in your mind, Nate. A darkness.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure. An evil presence that's permeated its way through your psyche. That kind of connection takes time. A long time.
Can you cure it? Cure me?
Of course, Nate. I'm going to do it now.
Let me come with you.
No, Nate, it's not a good idea. I'm going to sort this out on my own.
Where are you going?
Into your past, to find out how this all started.
Into my past? Then you need me.
That's a disaster waiting to happen. You said it yourself earlier, the butterfly effect. Step on the wrong butterfly and you could unwrite your own history. I will be back, Nate. I will make sure you're safe. We've become good friends, haven't we?
I like to think so.
Me too. So trust me.
I do.
Good.
I'll stay here then, shall I? Floating around. Like a balloon.
Engaging telepathic circuits. Tracing the source of the presence. Earth. Stockbridge. 1995. Wow, it looks the same. Same green and pleasant valley. So, if I remember rightly, Nate's house is this way.
Oh, you okay there? You look a little lost.
Oh, a bit embarrassing, but I think I am. I've been here once before, but to tell you the truth...
It all looks the same. I know what you mean. I moved here 10 years ago. It took me a while to work out the subtle eccentricities of Stockbridge. The streets are all the same, as are the houses on them. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for Nathan Roberts.
And what do you want with him?
I'm with Social Services. We got a call about him, and we just wanted to make sure he hasn't been harmed.
Harmed? What are you talking about? Of course he hasn't been. If he had, I'd know.
Oh, really? And who might you be?
Roger Roberts. I'm his dad.
Really? Oh, well, Mr. Roberts, I'm terribly sorry for the confusion, but if I could see him just to fill in my paperwork and show Social Services I followed through on the report.
Yeah, all right. To tell you the truth, you've made me worried now. I feel I need to see him just to put my mind at ease. Dear Mrs. Reddin, I'll be back in 20. I'll finish the furniture for your conservatory then, okay?
Of course, Roger. Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine, Jane. Just a misunderstanding to sort out. Shall we go then, Mrs.?
Doctor. And yes, tighten your shoelaces and keep up.
What?
Never mind.
I wish I'd asked the doctor for a book to read.
Let me guess.
Huh?
The tiger who came to tea.
Who the? No. No, it can't be. I'm seeing things now. Oh, the doctor was right. I'm losing my mind.
You're not losing your mind, Nathaniel. It's me. It's Mum.
And that would be amazing. Really it would, but you're dead. I held your hand through it all. Watched you struggle through it until the end. You don't even look like her. Not as she was then, anyway. You're younger. Healthier.
You're right. I am dead, and I'm very sorry about that, but you know I wouldn't have left you on purpose. But sometimes those who die linger on.
Like a ghost.
Exactly. I have unfinished business, Nate, and I need your help. Or else I'll be trapped in limbo, never being able to find peace.
Oh, God. Mum! You look just like you did in the photos. White blouse, the pink skirt. Just like when we used to go out for picnics in the woods.
I'm sorry, Nathan. I know it hurts. But I've always been here beside you. Those who love us never truly leave.
You're touching my face. Your hand is warm. How?
I don't know, son. I don't understand any of this myself. But I couldn't simply stand by and watch you gallivant around with a murderer anymore.
What do you mean?
I hate to tell you this, if only because I've seen how attached to her you've become. But the alien thing you've been travelling with is a killer.
No, you're wrong. I mean, yes, the doctor has destroyed some bad things, but never maliciously. She isn't a murderer.
You're wrong, son. She's the one who killed your dad.
Your job must be fulfilling.
It is, and it's always different, which keeps things interesting.
My dad wasn't the best role model for me. I hate parents who let down their children. I swore when Erica got pregnant that I'd be a better father than mine was.
And are you?
I don't know. I try to be.
That's all any of us can do.
So what's your actual name?
The Doctor.
Come on. A professional should always be open and honest.
Dr. Jane Smith. Happy?
Wow. That is a bland name.
Hence why I don't like to give it.
I'll stick with the doctor then. So, here we are.
Your house, it looks the same.
As what?
Oh, sorry, it's nothing. Is your wife home?
No, we have a nanny. To look after Nathan in the day. We tend to work weekends as people like us to come round when they're not working. Does that make sense?
Yes, of course. Carpentry is a very creative profession. I assume your wife does the same as you?
Yeah, we started the business together. We both lost our jobs and realised we were good at something. So, we'll make as much from it as we can. There are slow days and then there are times when we make more. Come on in.
Thank you. You have a lovely home.
Thanks. We're still paying off the mortgage. Lisa, are you there?
Lisa, I presume, is the nanny?
Nothing gets past you, eh, Doc?
Not Doc. Never Doc.
Hey, my house, my rules.
I thought I heard voices.
Darling, you're home.
Yes, I finished work early, so I sent Lisa home.
Great. This is Dr. Smith. She's with Social Services.
Oh dear, is something the matter?
That's what I'm here to find out.
Well, Nate's asleep right now. He got tired out after playing.
Could I just see the child? Just so I can tick boxes, as it were?
Sure. Just don't wake him up if you can help it.
Is everything all right, Mrs. Roberts?
I'm fine.
Excuse me.
Are you sure she's from Social Services?
Of course. She showed me her ID. Looked fine to me. Besides, scams don't happen in Stockbridge. We're in the middle of nowhere. Anyone who can be bothered to make the drivers my admiration. You feeling okay? You're a little pale.
I'm fine.
It's all right, Nate. I'm a friend. Here to look after you. The tiger who came to tea. One of my favourites too.
No, this is too much to process. The doctor's my friend.
It's to soothe her guilty conscience, Nathan. What are the chances that some time-travelling alien would end up in Stockbridge? Low, unless she'd been there before, 24 years earlier. Well, when she came into our home, she was obsessed with you. Your father tried to get her to leave, and there was a struggle, and he fell down the stairs.
It was an accident.
He was pushed by your so-called friend. She has to pay for it, Nate. You have to do it.
Do what?
Leave this room. Everything will become clear if you leave this room.
But the doctor told me to stay.
The whim of a murderer, nothing more. Come, take my hand, I'll help you. Satisfied?
No, not one bit.
Why? He's unharmed. You won't see any marks on him.
Nor would I expect to. The type of harm being done to him is internal. In the mind.
You sound delusional to me, Doctor.
Do I now?
Everything okay?
No, Mr. Roberts, I don't think it is.
What do you mean?
How old is your son, Mrs. Roberts?
Why ask me? Tell her, honey.
Well, I thought, mothers, they know every little detail about things, especially children. Men can be so absent-minded, don't you agree?
I can't deny that. I forget her anniversary sometimes. It drives her mad. But Erica's mind is a trap. She remembers everything. Go ahead, sweetie.
He's 5.
What's the date, Roger?
12th of May.
So your son is 4, turns 5 next month.
I rounded up.
You're feeling all right, love?
I said I'm fine.
So your son is nearly 5. Does he like to play with dolls?
Of course he doesn't. He's a boy. He likes toy cars. He has a whole collection of Hot Wheels.
So he didn't leave this lying around then?
What is that?
Well, it must be a doll someone gave him.
That's so strange. It looks like Lisa.
So you sent the nanny home, did you? What could have possessed you to lie like that? Or who?
Oh, Doctor, you just can't leave well enough alone, can you?
Gotcha. You escaped Ganafast then?
You should have made sure you finished the job. No wonder you don't like to kill. You're not very good at it.
I don't see that as a bad thing.
I do.
What are you both babbling about?
That is not your wife, Roger.
What do you mean?
It looks like her, but it's an imposter.
Did Nate tell you about his girlfriend?
The girl Emmy. She looked like his mum. So you stole her body, did you?
Well, she was such a stupid girl. Came sniffing around. Got too close. I forgot how great it was not to be in a perpetual agony. Life is good.
Stolen life.
Even better.
You've both gone crazy.
The good news is your wife is fine, Roger. She's still at work, I presume?
Making my entrance virtually effortless, except for pesky Nanny. She was annoyingly persistent.
So you killed her?
Naturally.
What do you mean?
Ugh, humans are so annoying. The Vorians have a good method for ending a marriage, much quicker than humans. They simply kill their mate.
Erica, but please. I'm so confused.
I want a divorce. Oh no! How terrible!
You fiend! You killed him. It was you all along. The reason Nate was raised by his mother. You won't get away with this, Master.
Oh, yes, I will.
Mom? Dad?
Excuse me, I have to change my clothes.
The wardrobe. TARDIS. I've got to get out of here.
Dad? Dad, are you alright?
Oh, Nathan. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
Whoa there, lady. Where are you off to in such a hurry?
Oh, a policeman, thank heavens. There's been an accident at the Roberts house. Please go quickly. Someone might be hurt.
All right, I'm on my way. Doors open. Not a good sign. Oh my god. It's alright, young man. It's me, Constable Laley. Let me examine your father.
Why won't he wake up?
I'm gonna call an ambulance. You go sit in the kitchen for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Good kid. Hello? Yes, it's Laley. Get an ambulance to the Roberts house ASAP. Roger's dead. Yes, hurry. What? No. I'll call Erica to let her know.
Well done, Nate. I'm so proud of you.
This is Ruta 3 requesting all members of the Rutan host to return. We are under attack from the enemy. The enemy has released some sort of virus that is affecting us. It devolves us. Many of us have forgotten how to shapeshift. Others have lost control of their offensive weapons. Reinforcements urgently requested.
The area is clear. All Rutans incapacitated.
I expected more of a fight.
The gas weapons Franxis made were useful for breaching their defenses. There can be no doubt that we could not have taken their command center without you. You have proved your worth.
The Rutans will never be defeated. Long live the Rutan Empire!
There are many devolved Rutans who surrendered. What are your orders, Tribrid?
Kill them all.
What happened? Ah, yes. I'm still in the TARDIS.
Is it true?
Nate, what are you doing out of the Zero room? Oh, never mind. Help me untie these ropes, would you? I seem to have been tied up.
Is it true? Did you kill my father?
What? No, of course not.
She's lying.
Oh, of course you're here, manipulating from behind the scenes, using Nate as your proxy. Nate, I didn't kill your father. It's all a scheme laid out by the Master.
My mother told me everything. How you went to my house. How my dad wouldn't let you see me. So you pushed him and he fell. That's how he died. You ruined my life. Ruined my mum's life. She's trapped. Unable to find peace because of you.
I know it must seem that way, Nathan, but try to think rationally.
It's no use, Doctor.
Then come out. Stop hiding behind your porn.
Who's hiding?
I scanned Nate as a child. I can detect any signs of hypnosis.
That's the beauty of it. Hypnosis is crude and easily broken, but this is deeper than that. I sowed the seeds of his hate right then and there on May 12th. But it grew and blossomed over time, nurturing and spreading, consuming his subconscious. The process was already well underway when you first met. That's the danger of time travel, Doctor. That's why you should always make sure whoever you kill stays dead.
How did you know so much about him?
Oh, the last time we met on Ganifus, he was a real bleeding heart. He told me everything about his issues with his mother, about how much it hurt. All I had to do was work out the details. But, as ever, you interfered.
Always do what you're best at. Nate would never attack anyone, least of all his friends. I felt the bitter taste of hate in his psyche. I knew it was put there by an accomplished telepath.
That's me. I suppose you're going to ask me why I've done such a horrible thing.
Of course not. You're evil. I've always known that.
Yet you always hold on to the belief that I can be saved, that I seek redemption.
Some of your previous selves have.
Yeah? Well, not me. I know who I am and I won't be tamed. I do what I want when I want.
And what you do is obscene.
That's my prerogative. I liked Nate, you know. He seemed so earnest and loyal. That's rare. I was jealous of what you had. So I figured, why not use the advantages that dear Emmy's body granted me?
All very clever. How did you get on board?
Actually, very simple. After you intervened at Nate's house, I found out where your TARDIS was located, travelled there the moment before you materialised, and you landed right on top of me.
So your TARDIS was inside mine?
Exactly.
You realise Nate is hearing every word of this?
He hears what I want him to hear, Doctor. His mind is mine now. Did you hear, Nathaniel? How she confessed to your father's murder? She's sorry, of course, but it's not enough.
Not enough.
There's only one way to make it right. To set me free. You know how?
Kill the Doctor.
That's my boy.
So you want Nate? You always were jealous when I had friends. Tried to steal them from me. Little sister syndrome.
Nate will be my perfect companion once he's disposed of you. He will do everything I say, just as he does everything you say.
He always has a choice with me. You've made him a slave. What's the real point of this? You can't tell me this is all just for your amusement.
Partly, but no. This body isn't human, but it's also not up to my standards. It will last for a while, but I need something more my size. Yours.
Ah, force me to regenerate, then move on in. You really do have a problem with wanting everything I have.
The Artron energy should make your body vulnerable to my essence. I'm sure you'll struggle, but therein lies the fun. Nate, take this knife and stab her. Punish the murderer.
Yes, Mother.
Nate, listen to me. She's right. I am responsible for your father's death. But not in the way she says. I didn't push him. That was her. But I'm still guilty of it. As I said when we met before, I am responsible for her. Every death on her hands is on mine. If you'd never met me, she'd have never sought you out, and your father would not have died. You'd have grown up with both your parents, a much happier life. I took that from you. I'm so sorry.
Ugh, I think I'm going to vomit.
But I want you to know, I met your father. Roger was a wonderful man. He reminded me of you. He was naturally kind and honest. He'd help anyone. And it's easy to see where your carpentry skills come from. He looked like you, a little more chiseled perhaps, but I could see so much of you in him. And I see so much of him in you now. I just wanted you to know that. I'm sorry, Nate. I'm so sorry.
Are you done?
Yes. Do what you've got to do, Nate. I'm still your friend. I always will be.
You suck all the joy out of everything, Doctor. This is my big victory. If I had my way, I'd have balloons and a band. What do I get instead? Big sad speeches about love and friendship. Ugh.
You've become decidedly immature, haven't you?
Have not.
Have to.
Nate! Kill her now!
Nate, I believe in you.
Oh my god! What have I done?
Nate, it's all right.
But I stabbed her. I've never stabbed anyone. Never even imagined stabbing someone. But she killed my dad.
Anger is a natural response.
Not anger. Hatred. There's so much hate in me right now.
No, that's her doing. But she didn't realise I worked out what she was doing. I also put a hypnotic seed inside your mind of my own making. One that would combat the Master's presence in your mind.
Like an antibody.
It's a suitable analogy. It too matured over time, and the words I said to you, that I believed in you, were the catalyst that triggered its fruition. You're a naturally good person, Nate. It's so much easier for a good person to overcome evil, especially with a little help, but the Master has always been too blind to see it.
Is she dead?
I don't know.
I mean, Emmy, is she dead?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
More reason to hate.
I know. Part of me hates the Master too, but a greater part of me pities her.
Here, I'll untie you.
Thank you. Oh, she really does have a thing for tying me up. Freud would have a field day.
Ah!
You shouldn't take your eyes off a snake even for a second.
Let Nate go!
I don't think so. He let me down. I hate it when people let me down. And just in case you feel like intervening, Doctor, notice my TCE right against his cheek. One wrong move and he dies.
Just do it! I'm not afraid of you!
That would be wasteful. You've injured me. I don't know how much this body can take. You'd be very convenient to put my essence into, should the need arise.
You're disgusting!
No, I'm a survivor. There are two kinds of people, and I'm the hunter, never the prey. Unlike you two, you've been dancing around Franxis and his experiments for ages. Meanwhile, his plans proceed. Why not stop beating around the bush and walk into the lion's den?
You don't mean...
Oh, yes, I do. Set coordinates for the year 7 trillion. Do it, or the boy dies.
We don't know what's there. I don't want you hurt. I'm not worth it, Doctor.
Of course you're worth it, Nate.
And I'm vomiting again. Do it!
Temporal coordinates set.
Now the destination. The Nefervesta system. Spatial coordinates 5011 by 08 from Galactic Center. The planet Nefervescos.
All right.
You remember the condition you found me in on Ganifas. Let's see how you fare.
The TARDIS is putting up a fight.
Yes, she's going farther than she was ever meant to go. It'll take her time, but we're in no hurry, are we? The three of us.
You're bleeding, Master, getting it all over my lovely clean floor. You should get that looked at. Dare I say you need a doctor?
Don't push me.
Tell me, did you kill my father because you knew how he died? Or because you wanted to?
Would knowing really help?
Yes.
I guessed from the way you talked about your mum that he was never around. I put 2 and 2 together and realised he must have died. So, I fulfilled my part in your destiny. Ironic, isn't it? I did it because I'd already done it. Isn't time travel fun?
Leave him alone.
Don't start acting all pious. Don't pretend you're any better than I am. You used his mind as a tool in our game too.
Because you left me no other choice.
How will you ever be able to trust her again, Nate? We're both in your head now. Sure, she may have destabilized my control, but she replaced it with hers. How will you ever know if you're really in control? Or if you're the Doctor's puppet now?
Because I trust her. You were wrong earlier, Doctor.
I was?
You blamed yourself for my dad's death. And she blames destiny. But I blame myself.
It's not your fault, Nate. Never say that.
I asked to go with you, Doctor. I imposed upon you. You warned me, told me it was dangerous, and I didn't listen. That's on me, no one else.
How about we agree to not blame ourselves and just keep looking forward?
I'd like that.
Me too. Now hold on tight.
What?
What are you doing? Are you mad?
A little hypocritical. I turned off the air shield whilst I inputted the coordinates. You never were very attentive.
You'll pay for this!
Doctor!
It's alright. She missed. Hard to be precise when the time winds are pulling at you. Just keep hold of the console.
She's got hold of me!
She's weakening. She's lost a lot of blood. Just hold on.
You'll have to face the future eventually. You can't keep running.
Who says? And when we do, we'll do it together. Because the one thing you always are is alone, Massey. Now let go, you bitch!
Get... Oh! I think so. I've got a splitting headache, though.
It will pass.
What will happen to Massey?
Drifting through the time vortex forever. At least until that body of hers gives out. We won't be seeing her again.
I'm sorry. I know you were friends once, but I can't help feel happy that she's gone.
I know. Part of me is too. Now, do we want to go to Nefervescus?
Let me think about it. No.
I thought not. Nate, you've been through hell today.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Let me take you somewhere to take your mind off things.
What about Franxis?
I've lost the trace from that time drone. We could have gone anywhere. Way I see it, we keep stumbling across them. Let's go do something fun before the next one.
I'd like that. But first you might want to fetch a mop. This place is a mess.
Oh, no, you're right. Let's get cleaning.
You got what you want. You have your victory over the Rutans.
Yes, you have fulfilled your purpose, and now someone wants to meet you.
Attention!
May I present General Santar of the 1st Sontaran Battle Fleet, our Supreme Commander.
Stand at ease.
At last. Someone in authority. The Tribrid was my creation. It destroyed your enemy for you. It brought you the victory that you have craved for thousands of years.
You are correct, Dr. Franxis.
So I can leave?
Ah, a decision. Do you know how I came to be Supreme Commander of Sontar?
Can't say I do.
Sontarans respect only one thing: strength. I set myself a code to live by. I succeed at everything. Failure is not permitted. I applied this to every decision I have ever faced. Until finally, I came face to face with our previous commanding officer. I challenged him to a battle. I placed a gun in front of him. I told him the first one to retrieve it and kill the other would lead. He failed. I did not.
I fail to see what this has got to do with me. My vortex manipulator. So I can leave?
If you can pick that up and use it before I stop you, then yes, you can leave.
I'm sorry. I fulfilled my end of the bargain.
And yet there is more we need from you. To let you go would be a huge loss to the Sontaran Empire. So the only fair way to decide is a contest. You're frightened. It is always so easy to see it in humanoid faces. Pick it up.
Fine.
I win. You will stay.
My wrist! You broke it!
A simple contest. You will serve our needs, or would you rather another contest?
No! What do you want of me? I gave you the victory!
Over one paltry enemy, yes. But we desire victory absolute.
What do you mean?
You are from a time period so far in the future that nearly all species have become extinct, including the Sontarans. This is unacceptable. The Sontarans will never submit to defeat. Thus, there is only one course of action open to us: to travel to the year 7 trillion and conquer it.
Wage war on the future?
Precisely. The ultimate conflict.
Oh, the Nefervescans possess technology so advanced you can't even imagine.
And that is why we will have you by our side. To prepare us for what awaits.
You think I will betray my own time, my own species?
If you wish to refuse, I will kill you here and now. You always have a choice. Death is the ultimate refusal. Do you wish to decline?
No. I will help you.
I am relieved to hear that. What is inside your head is too valuable to splatter against the wall.
Do not be ashamed, Franxis. There is no dishonor in bending to the will of a superior opponent. The Sontaran Empire will stand tall over the rest of creation.
Sly,
Are the time transfer generators operational?
Yes, General. The science detachment has been working tirelessly, and they are now ready.
Excellent. Then order the fleet to make ready. Amass all weapons and prepare for combat. For the glory of Sontar!
Yes, General Sontar.
All forces make ready. Prepare to engage in the art of war. Rejoice for the glory of Sontar.
The glory of Sontar!
You have been listening to Doctor Who, Master by Proxy, written by Phil Owen. The Doctor was played by Hazel Curnow. Nate, Daniel Hargreaves. Erica, Emma Phillips. Roger, Jolyon Hargreaves. The General, Chris Barnicoat. Sly and Rutan, Phil Owen. Franxis, James Lawrence. Lisa, T. Booker. All other voices by members of the cast.